Wow, South Africa is comprised of a colourful palette of different peoples and cultures, which informs not only our history and our lifestyles, but also our different economic models. And today at the Wits Origin Centre, the Nedbank roundtable discussion gets right to the bottom of how Stokvels can be a savvy way of saving.
Stokvels are traditional collective saving schemes. Members make regular contributions to a pool. The purpose of a stokvel varies from covering the costs of celebrations, education, or even groceries.
Mama Buddha, you've done some extensive research into Stokvels and you found that about 23.4% of South Africans actually engage in Stokvels. Why do people opt into this mode of saving?
I think what happens is that people opt into this mode of saving because they get the financial muscle of saving as many people. They get an opportunity to socialize, and there's also an opportunity for entertainment. That's really what drives someone to choose Stokvel as a way of saving other than saving individually.
So how does someone know that they're in a working Stokvel? What would you say are the three fundamental aspects of a working Stokvel?
The three fundamental aspects of a working Stokvels are really that you've defined why you got together. So all Stokvel members are clear on why they are members of Stokvels. They share the common goal. They've defined what got them to be members of Stokvels, and they're also in agreement with what the constitution is. The third point is really having trust for each other and knowing that the people that you've got as your leaders, because fundamentally there'll be a chairperson, there'll be a treasurer, there'll be a secretary, that those people are very active in their roles and they make sure that they serve the Stokvels.
A lot of the discussion today is hinging on how older members of the community are using Stokvels to save, mothers saving for people's education. Is it possible this is an outdated way of saving for the younger generations?
Oh no, Stokvels are evolving and they continue to evolve. I think there has been a myth that thought Stokvels belong to rural old women only, but we've seen through our research that Stokvels are all-encompassing. We've seen higher income group, we've seen younger, we've seen older. What makes a difference though is different types of Stokvels appeal to different people.
It's estimated that about 8.6 million South Africans are members of Stokvels, piquing the interest of the younger generation.
Pumas, I thought it was really great that some students came today and engaged in the conversation. What did you think about the stuff that we discussed?
I found the talk very inspirational. A few days ago with my friends I brought up the subject of starting a stokvel, and then one of the issues came up was the security aspect. But now coming to the talk, it gives me reassurance of how to start a stokvel or going about it.
Registered Stokvel members are represented by the National Stokvel Association of South Africa.
What part does NASASA, your organization, play in Stokvels in the community?
Often in an informal basis and in informal society, people haven't organized themselves. So one of the key things we do, if you go to our website, call our call center, we provide people with basic tools like organizing a constitution, having a rule book, how do you start a stokvel, how do you grow a stokvel. Those are the things that we typically help people with, also with regard to products.
And of course, we've been brought here by Nedbank to discuss how Stokvels work in the community and how they can play a part in formal and informal banking. Do you guys encourage people to use banking as part of their Stokvels?
South Africa is very fortunate to have a very well-regulated, organized banking institution. Yes, we all have our stories about my bank did this and my bank did that. But on the whole, banks do provide a very good service for people. In particular, there's a long history that goes between NASASA and Nedbank.
Puvi, Nedbank has brought us here together to talk about Stokvels and alternative ways of saving. Why is Nedbank so interested in finding out how other people are saving outside of the banking environment?
You know, this has existed for a very long time in South Africa. And I think Nedbank is interested because we want to play our rightful role in South Africa, and we want to ensure that we are banking people from all sectors of the community, and it exists already. And I think it's important that Nedbank recognizes and the banking industry recognizes it and goes to understand how these work and how we can find solutions for it.
South Africans create better futures for themselves through alternative means of saving, such as Stokvels, and it translates to a vibrant, savvy society.
So it seems that the habit of saving has been part of our society from time immemorial, and it continues to evolve with our lifestyle. So if you're ever wondering, what are the secrets to a savvy lifestyle? The answers might be right at home.